Let's get right into it. Number 8. Your own immune system. Imagine hiring a bodyguard who's supposed to keep you safe, and instead, they occasionally just punch you in the face because they thought you looked suspicious. That's basically your immune system. It's like the overprotective helicopter parent of your body, except instead of nagging you, it tries to set your lungs on fire. Allergies? That's not pollen attacking you. That's your immune system freaking out because a flower sneezed nearby. Peanut allergy? Same deal. Your immune system has decided that a harmless legume is basically anthrax and responds with a full red alert. The result? Hives, swelling, your throat closing up like a haunted elevator. Fun times. And it doesn't stop at allergies. Autoimmune diseases crank this self-sabotage up to a soap opera level. Your body sometimes misidentifies its own tissue as an invader and goes on a demolition spree. Multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, all your immune system's oopsie-daisy moments. It's like your body's defense squad gets bored and starts shooting up the furniture. Here's the punchline. The thing designed to keep you alive has betrayal coded into its DNA. Basically, your immune system is like that friend who's great at parties, but you never leave them unsupervised because they will start a fight with a coat rack. Number 7. Spontaneous DNA mutations. Picture this. Every single second, inside your cells, your DNA is copying itself like an overworked office intern making photocopies. Now, normally it does a pretty decent job, but every so often the intern slaps 2 pages together, forgets a staple, and accidentally invents a typo that could one day become cancer. That's right, your body is constantly rolling the dice on microscopic spelling errors. Most of them are harmless or get repaired, but once in a while the typo is like a delete system 32 command for your cells, and suddenly you've got rogue cells multiplying like they're trying to start a pyramid scheme in your pancreas. The worst part? Your body doesn't even notice at first. Cancer is basically the world's slowest, sneakiest mutiny. It's not until way later, sometimes years, that your body realizes, hey, something's off. Why is this one cell throwing a rave at 3 a.m. and inviting all its friends? So yes, your DNA, the very instruction manual for how to be alive, is constantly glitching out like a pirated copy of Windows XP, and your survival basically depends on luck, backup repair mechanisms, and a whole lot of denial. Number 6. Your brain's electrical storms. Ever just be minding your business when your eyelid starts twitching like it's trying to send Morse code? That's your nervous system throwing a miniature rave without your consent. Now crank that up about 10,000 times, and you've got seizures. Your brain deciding to have an electrical storm for no reason other than, well, it can. Your brain runs on electricity. Every thought, every memory, every, should I eat this expired yogurt? Decision is basically a bunch of lightning bolts zapping between neurons. Normally, this system is balanced like a tightrope walker juggling chainsaws, but when it misfires, the result is pure chaos. Neurons fire all at once. Muscles spasm, consciousness gets yanked like a rug, and boom, your brain just blue-screened. And here's the terrifying part. Seizures can happen without warning. You don't need a history of epilepsy. Stress, lack of sleep, flashing lights, or even just bad luck can trigger your neurons into a full-on revolt. Imagine your brain as a city. Most of the time the traffic lights work fine, but every so often, all the lights turn green at once and suddenly the whole intersection explodes. Basically, your brain is one missed nap away from deciding, what if I just turn myself into a strobe light? Cozy thought, isn't it? Number 5. Clots on the loose. Blood clots are like duct tape for your body. You need them to survive. If you cut your finger, clots rush in, patch the leak, and save you from bleeding out like a tragic extra in a medieval movie. But sometimes, these little lifesavers don't know when to quit. A clot can break free, float around your bloodstream like a criminal hitchhiker, and lodge itself somewhere important. Brain, stroke, lungs, pulmonary embolism, heart attack. It's like your circulatory system invented Russian roulette, and every spin could take out a vital organ. What makes it worse is how sneaky they are. A clot can sit quietly in your leg for days, giving you maybe a little swelling or cramp. Nothing dramatic. Then, boom. It takes a cross-country trip through your veins and parks itself in your lungs like an uninvited houseguest. Suddenly, you're short of breath, dizzy, and possibly starring in your own medical emergency drama. So yeah, the same system that saves you from paper cuts is also perfectly capable of pulling a full assassin from the inside. Your blood isn't just flowing, it's plotting. Number 4. Sleep paralysis. You know that nightmare where you're lying in bed, wide awake, and something's sitting on your chest? Except, plot twist, it's not a nightmare. It's your own brain glitching out during sleep. Welcome to sleep paralysis, the horror movie your nervous system screens for free. Here's what's happening. When you sleep, your body shuts down muscle movement so you don't act out your dreams. Smart system, right? Imagine flailing around in your sleep because you dreamed of being in a kung fu tournament. Not great for your furniture. But sometimes, your brain wakes up before your muscles get the memo. That means you're conscious, but paralyzed. And because your brain is the world's best troll, it usually spices this moment up with hallucinations, dark figures in the corner, shadow hands reaching, a demon squatting on your chest like it's reserving a seat. Scientists say this happens because your brain, in panic mode, invents explanations for why you can't move. Translation: your body immobilizes you and then serves you a side of nightmare fuel just for fun. Basically, sleep paralysis is your nervous system pranking you with, "Oh, you wanted rest? Too bad, here's a ghost." Number 3. Your digestive acid. Quick reminder, your stomach is a tiny acid vat strong enough to dissolve razor blades. Don't panic, I'm not suggesting you test that out at home, but the acid churning in your gut every single day is hydrochloric acid, one of the nastiest substances you'll ever meet. Industrial strength, metal melting vibes. So why aren't you just a self-dissolving puddle? Because your stomach is lined with a mucus shield that's constantly rebuilding itself. Think of it as the world's grossest raincoat, but if that lining fails, ulcers for example, you get the stomach literally chewing holes in itself. That's right, your body's own acid tries to eat you, and it doesn't stop there. Acid reflux? That's just stomach acid making a jailbreak into your esophagus, which is not designed for acid at all. Cue the burn, the choking, the delightful feeling of being betrayed by last night's pizza. So yeah, your digestive system is basically a highly unstable chemistry experiment, and the only thing standing between you and a self-inflicted acid bath is a layer of slime. Comforting, right? Number 2. Microscopic time bombs. Inside your body, cells are constantly breaking down old junk, proteins, damaged organelles, worn-out pieces that need recycling. This cleanup system is called apoptosis, or programmed cell death. Sounds efficient, right? Like your body's own garbage collection service. Except sometimes, the garbage collectors go rogue. Instead of just tidying up, they start triggering death in perfectly healthy cells. Your tissues begin to self-destruct like they're in some Cold War spy movie, swallowing the cyanide pill before anyone even asked them a question. And the worst part? These microscopic betrayals often stay invisible until the damage is severe. Neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's have been linked to misfiring cell death pathways. In other words, your brain is literally cleaning itself to death. Imagine a janitor so obsessed with mopping that they eventually scrub the floor straight through to the basement. So yeah, built into your biology is a little red button labeled self-destruct, and sometimes your body just presses it for funsies. Number 1. Oxygen, the frenemy. Oxygen is the reason you're alive, and also the reason you're slowly rusting from the inside out. Every breath you take keeps your cells running, but it also releases byproducts called free radicals. These are unstable little molecules that bounce around damaging DNA, proteins, and basically anything in reach. It's called oxidative stress, and it's been linked to aging, cancer, heart disease, basically the greatest hits of things you don't want. If oxygen were a person, it'd be that friend who always pays for dinner but also steals your car keys and sets your couch on fire. Of course, your body has defenses, antioxidants, and repair mechanisms, constantly fighting this rusting process, but it's a war you can't win forever. Wrinkles? Oxidative stress. Tired organs? Oxidative stress. The entire slow decline of human biology? You guessed it, oxygen's fault. So every inhale is both a love letter and a poison pill. You literally can't live without it, and you also can't escape what it's doing to you. Which means the air keeping you alive is also the air writing your expiration date.